This body of work, it's 10 panels, depict a narrative which is loosely based on William Hogarth's series of the Rake's Progress. My character is called Young Sen, which means bright star, and it's the story of how he's born into poverty in China. And through being a child prodigy, how he kind of ends up in London, gets into drugs, finds art, marries, gets divorced, and then eventually ends up back in China trying to take on freedom of speech. So it's a real roller coaster spread over 25 years of his life. It would probably take me a year to do one. I now have a small team and we work off my compositions, and it's a very old-fashioned way of working. It's like what the Renaissance painters did. Painting is about mark making, so it's important that the final mark is mine. This is number 8 in the series of 10. It depicts Young Sen, and he's at a rehab centre, looking a bit like kind of Edvard Munch's Scream, having a bit of a cold turkey moment. I got the idea from a friend who had been to a rehab. He said all you really want to do is go for long walks in the mountain. They kind of keep you penned in like sort of cooped chickens. He said people fantasize. Chinese whispers start happening. Just over this mountain here, there's a McDonald's. So I very much wanted this part, which you can see here, to be quite foreboding and desirable in itself in terms of its colour and what it's saying. It's got all the addictions that one might have developed over the years. This idea of being in a kind of trapped compound was loosely based on Van Gogh's painting here, the courtyard of the hospital in Allures. There are a lot of art references I've taken from Goya, Van Gogh, Kiefer, David Hockney. So there's, within the kind of story, there are also other kind of layers to each painting. It's been about 7 years. I'm still not bored with it. I'm still pushing it, moving it into different areas. And that's exciting. When people come to the show, I want them to not only enjoy the colours and enjoy the story, I also want them to think, oh God, these are completely bonkers. Or, oh wow, that's really amazing.